head is full of questions, and the sky is full of rain. When I'm worrying about what I can't change, I take a look at my reflection and try to make a funny face, and for a second all my sorrows melt away.
I have come to truly understand that God designed the idea of marriage as a covenant and not a contract. He has revealed 3 important distinctions that have guided me to recognize the difference between the two. First, a covenant is based on trust between parties, while a contract is based on distrust. Secondly, a covenant is based on unlimited responsibility, whereas a contract is based on limited liability. And lastly, a covenant cannot be broken if new circumstances arise, but a contract can be voided by mutual consent. With these values in mind, we can truly begin to appreciate what God designed marriage to provide, and that is partnership, spiritual intimacy, and the ability to pursue Christ together. I often get asked what that moment was like for me when I knew Tristen was the one. And for the longest time, I used to say it was just the progression of our relationship that gave me reassurance. But all along, there's been only one thing that gave me the full confidence to say yes to Tristen, and that is the astounding reflection of Christ I've had the honor of witnessing daily. There's no commitment more intensely personal than whom you choose to marry. That commitment tells the world, if to a large extent, who you are as a person. I pray, if anything, the world will see the beauty of God's amazing love through the sacred covenant. So, through each waking day, I'm not only choosing to pursue my bride, but I'm also choosing to pursue Christ. With all my heart, I love you forever and always, Tristen.
Maybe we focus on the future, no use in living in the past. Try to remember that the bad times never last. And every day one step at a time, we gonna make it alright. If we stick together, we'll be fine. 'Cause if we just smile, we can forget all of our troubles for a while. We can just live inside this moment, you and I, get through the darkness knowing we'll find the light. If we just smile, if we just
People usually like pictures or examples to look at when learning something new. I think marriage is God's way of showing us what our relationship with Him is meant to be like and what it's supposed to mean. Marriage is our safest place to rest and to grow. Marriage is meant to be a place where the deepest forms of intimacy to take place. It's a place for the highest joys and the lowest lows to find a place to rest. Marriage is meant for companionship, servanthood, trust, love, and especially patience. And that's what our relationship with God is meant to be too. Comforting, fun, humbling, and intimate. It's meant to be a place where we learn to find joy in serving. Remember being at Westside and watching Riley work with young adults and kids, and just feeling like I was in big trouble. Seeing his patience and intentionality come to life. I barely knew him, but I was so drawn in by the kind way that he loved on people, by the way that I recognized that he served the Lord. I chose Riley for the way that he loves other people, and for the way that he shows Christ to everyone around him. For his humility and his want to serve, he's everyone's friend. He doesn't shy away from the hard stuff, including mine. He has challenged me in my relationship with Jesus since the beginning. He is constantly expanding my understanding of what joy, love, peace, and patience mean. I could see the path that Jesus had him on, and it looked kind of like mine, and I wanted it. You're the greatest man that I've ever known. The way that you love people and me is my favorite thing. I knew you were the one when I was in the middle of all of the things that God had called me to at church, Young Life, and school, and I kept picturing you serving right next to me. We run well together. I promise to always strive to love you better, be a little bit more patient than I might be led to, be more kind, and maybe a little bit cleaner. I promise to communicate clearly and directly, and to try volleyball out at least once a month. Promise to always make you a priority, regardless of how busy things get, or how crazy life will be with kids in the future, or how many Young Life people end up in our house at a time. You make me want to be the best version of myself for you. Promise to love and respect you in public and in private for the rest of my days.
Together we'll be fine. 'Cause if we just smile, we can forget all of our troubles for a while. We can just live inside this moment. You and I get through the darkness, knowing we'll find the light. If we just smile, if we just smile when the sky is falling, smile when the love comes calling. We can take tomorrow on with style. If we just smile, we can forget all of our troubles for a while. Yeah, we can just live inside this moment. You and I get through the darkness, knowing we'll find the light. If we just smile, if we just smile, yeah, if we just smile, if we just smile, yeah, if we just smile, if we just smile.